All right, welcome in everybody to another daily Japanese study video where I study Japanese every single day. I bring you and Twitch along for the ride. Today we're going to be doing two articles on NHK News Web Easy and then one on Watanoshi. So this one's about a Vietnamese sandwich. It's a bit long, so we might get most of the way through it. Anyways, let's start with this one, which I'm assuming is about Pearl Harbor, because, all right. 日本がアメリカに輸出する車などの完成. No, it's not. It's not about that at all. This came out the same day as that other Pearl Harbor article, so I assumed it was going to be about it. Okay. So, 15% になる. Okay, so they're talking about kanze, tariffs, and why it's going to be more expensive to buy some vehicles soon. Okay. 日本がアメリカに輸出 so 輸出 export. So Japanese exporting to America. 日本がアメリカに輸出する. I don't think I have 輸出. So let's see. Maybe we do. 輸出輸出. No. Okay. So we don't. Export. Yeah, no. Export. What else did we see on there? Exportation. Efferent. That's not a real word. Okay, export. Just export. Okay. Export and a made-up word. Exportation. Either an export or the act of exporting, and it can take suru. So let's do that. Suru. Okay, so 輸出する車などの関税. Cars and the like, tariffs have become 15%. 日本がアメリカに輸出する車の関税が安くなります. So, 安く, right here. Inexpensively, cheaply. So, they've become cheaply, I guess. What were they at? I think they were set at like 25% and then they got lowered to 15. But give it a week. It'll change again. Because you're just babbling people, just throwing numbers around. Okay. アメリカは4月、日本が輸出する車の関税を高くしました。So, 高くしました. If we go up here, 高く. Hey, high, tall, expensive. So let's go down to somewhere around here. No. Well, anyways. Then, しました. That's just suru. That's to do a thing. To become, to do high. To do expensive. So, in April, right? January, February, March, April. Yes. In April, アメリカはsorry, it's probably 4月. 4月、日本が輸出する車の関税を高くしました。前の関税に、oh, okay, yeah, 25%に25% を足しました。So, 前 is before, 前の関税. So, the earlier tariff, right there, 足しました. So, to add. Yeah, so was an added 25%. その後、日本とアメリカが話し合って。So, they spoke together. So they're saying, after that, they got together and talked. 車などの関税を避けることを約束しました。So, 下げる to lower. So we have ことを. So this is our nominalizer, and this is our, saying, hey, this is what the verb is talking about. So all of this is what the verb over here is talking about. 車などの関税を下げる. So 下げる to lower. 関税, the tariffs. 車などの関税, car and things like that. Tariff was lower. And then we have 約束 over here. So 約束, promise, agreement. You'll see this with like making reservations and stuff. So appointment, engagement, convention, destiny, fate. There's a few things with this one that could be used. So 約束しました. So they made an arrangement, an agreement that they would lower them. Okay. So the president of America right here, は4日車などの関税を15% にすると書いた種類にokay. Sign しました. Is this just to sign? Okay, yeah. Okay. And then 書いた is to write, and 種類 is like, yeah. Oh, 書類. I read that wrong. 書類. Can you tell my vision's bad? No. 書類. Do we have 書類? I don't think we do. 種類 is like variety and different types. 書類, very different word. If I actually looked at the kanji with regularity, I'd probably know that. I do need to like really focus down on kanji at some point, but I have not done it. And one of these days I should. Oh, that was weird. Document, papers, nothing else to that? Yeah. Document / papers. Okay. 書類にサインしました. So a bunch of written documents were signed, making the tariffs at 15%. 関税について, in regards to the tariffs, アメリカ政府と話した, so the American government, アメリカ政府と話した. 赤澤大臣. So 赤澤大臣. Hey, cabinet minister. 大臣. So 赤澤 is, I'm assuming this guy here. I'm making the assumption. Akazawa-san. Okay. And you see a lot of times they'll drop son and put the title there for like heads of state and things like that, just like they did up here with president. So Akazawa Daijin. Okay. Well, 2週間以内. Okay. So 以内 is like and below, right? Yeah, less than. 以上 is above, 以内 is below. So 2週間 week, right? So 2 weeks and below に 15% になるだろうと言いました. Okay, so they said the daro is like seems, right? Daro seems, yes. So is this saying that they'll be lowered to 15% in 2 weeks or less. Let's see. Minister Akazawa, who discussed tariffs with the U.S. government, said it would likely rise to 15% within 2 weeks. Rise. Inai. Naru. Within. Oh, less than 2 weeks. They'll become 15%. It's saying raised, but I don't see anywhere that says raised here. I don't like. Naru does not mean raised. It will become. So where is it getting raised in there? Deeple, you're just wrong. There's no raised here because they were 25. Okay. 日本はアメリカに5500億. Now, 億 is 100 million. So take 100 million and tack it after this. That's 5 billion. Doru is dollar? Okay. Doru 投資する約束をしています. So they've agreed to invest $5 billion, which they could probably do that into, let's see, who has factories over here? Toyota has some, Honda has some. I'm sure there's other Japanese companies. So I wonder if it's just them pumping money into their own companies over here. Because that's what I would do in that situation. Yes, we'll invest this money into your country. And by that I mean our companies running in your country. Because that's technically the letter of the law, not the spirit of it. So, you know what? That's kind of crazy that we actually got a few little things here already. So that's awesome. Inai. I don't think we have inai yet either. Icho we have, but we don't have inai. Inai. There it is. Inai. No, okay. So let's where was inai? Am I covering it right now? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Okay, inai. Within, inside of, less than. Okay. So, within, less than, inside of, and then let's use the example sentence inside of here because it seems like a pretty good one. Ishukan, so 1 week. So, you know what? Oh, dang it. There it is. Ishukan. Yep. Okay. 1週間 以内に電話します. And let's go down here and write that again, but in hiragana, just in case my brain breaks. 1週間 以内に電話します. Okay. 以内. Good. All right, let's hop into our next one, which is apparently about police. Okay. 交通ルールを守って警察が自転車に乗っている人を伝える. Okay. She looks very excited to talk to this person currently. So 交通, right here. 交通, traffic, transportation. I think we have this already. I think I just forgot it. 交通. Yes. It's just been forever since it popped up. So, 交通ルールを守って. So, 守って is like to protect, to guard, to defend, to observe, to follow. So, follow the transportation rule. 警察が自転車に乗っている人に伝える. So, 伝える is to report, to communicate, to tell. So, they're telling people, 乗っている riding, 自転車 bikes. So, informing, telling people riding bikes. And who's doing that? The police. So I guess they're letting them know about a rule that's going into effect. 東京の新宿で4日、警察が自転車に乗っている人たちに正しい交通ルールを伝えました。So, 正し is basically the only word inside of this sentence that wasn't in the title, other than Tokyo and Shinjuku, which hopefully you know those. We'll show it on the map just to be safe, though. 正しい, right, correct. So, the right are correct rule, the proper rule. So, 正しい交通ルール. So, the correct transportation rules. So, they're communicated and are told them about the new transportation rules. So, Shinjuku, right? So, I was zooming out instead of in. Here's Shinjuku. This is the busiest train station in the entire world. Shinjuku. It is insane. So let's plop on down like here. If you are familiar with this building right here, it is part of the Shinjuku skyline. This is actually where a lot of governmental things go on. And you can see over here we have like the main drag. But I wanted to point out this. If anyone's played the Yakuza series or the Ryuga Gotoku series, the Like a Dragon series, this is where those games take place, which is kind of cool. They did a pretty good job of modeling this area almost one for one. So this is Shinjuku. There's a donkey right there. Tato Station Game. There's a lot in this area. Lots of nightlife going on. If anyone's out in front of a building trying to get you to go in, don't. That's how you know not to go in there. Anyways, 来年4月から so next year from April, so after April, going forward from April, 自転車で交通ルールに違反した人はお金を払わなければなりません. Ooh, we got a ba here. A conditional. Ooh. We don't get those very much on NHK Web Easy because, well, it's easy. So, 自転車で交通. 交通, once again, transportation. So, a rule for for riding bikes, right? When you're doing transportation of you on a bike. 違反. 違反. We had this one a long time ago. Violation. So, and it takes suru, shita, right? So people violating the transportation rule on the bikes. Wa okane o harao, to pay. Hara wa nakereba narimasen. So, to pay, but we got a lot on here. Oh my lord. So, it's in hira wa nai, and then we have kereba. I'm so bad with conjugation now. I really need to up my conjugation practice. Oh no. Is this saying that they will be made to pay? Let's see. You must pay. Yeah, okay. Whew. Man, it's been a while. Yeah, all of that is one verb. Japanese conjugation can get pretty long. Not like German long, but really long. Okay. 携帯電話を使いながら運転すると1万2000円、赤信号、赤信号、赤信号。I don't know. Okay. で、止まらないと、6円です。Okay, so, 携帯電話, cell phone, or smaho, you might hear sometimes for like a smartphone specifically. 使ながら運転する. So, 使う, to use. 使います is to use, but in our polite form, our, what is it? 丁寧語? 丁寧語? One second. Now I gotta write that. 丁寧語. Polite form, polite language. Yes, nice. Okay. So, you drop the mas at nagara to mean while doing it. So, 運転する is to drive, to move, to operate something. So, talking on the phone while driving is the thing here. To. So, when 1万2000 yen. So 10,000 or 12,000 yen. So a bit more than, or a bit less than $120 USD, if that helps. Okay, aka shingo. Aka shingo. Oh, duh. Okay. Not stopping at a... Okay. Using a phone while driving it will be a little less than $120 USD. Not stopping at a red light will be a little less than $60 USD. Okay, because we have tamara nai. I didn't realize that these were lists of things. So, okay, let's read that again with that knowledge in our head. 携帯電話を使いながら運転すると1万2000円赤信号で止まらないと6000円です。警察によると、so according to the police, 東京で去年自転車の乗ってた25人が事故で亡くなりました。So they're saying that, so according to the police, in Tokyo last year, bike riding, 25 bike riding people passed away in accidents. So we have 自転車, bicycle, 取ってた, riding, nin, people, 事故, in accident, incident, 亡くなりました, passed away. So they're saying that 25 people passed away in incidents while riding bicycles. この中の20人は交通ルールを守っていませんでした。So, 守っていませんでした is did not obey. So, 守る to protect a guard, but also to obey, to abide by the rules. So, it is kind of neat that that can mean both to enforce rules and to follow rules. Because it's like you're protecting. So by following the rules, you're protecting people. Is that kind of baked into the thought of that word? So they're saying that of those 25, 20 of them were breaking a rule when they died. Oof. Okay. So, この中の20人は交通ルールを守ってませんでした。警察はルールを守って安全に自転車に乗ってくださいと 話してます。Okay, 警察は the police ルールを守って安全に自転車に乗ってください。So, 乗ってください。Please ride に your bicycles 安全 safely. So, obey the rules and please ride your bicycle safely. と話してます。So, they are saying ルールを守って follow the rules, obey the rules, 安全 safety, safely, に自転車 bicycle 乗って ride ください. So please ride your bicycles safely, obey the rules. All right. Next, Vietnamese sandwich on Watanoshi. Okay, so ベトナムのサンドイッチ Vietnamese sandwich. Okay, let's learn about Vietnamese sandwiches. 新しいベトナム I'm trying not to hover over stuff because it always pops up. 料理のお店がオープンしました。A new Vietnamese cuisine shop opened. 有名は、famous. バンミサンドイ、サン、no, バンミ、oh, バンミと言います。Okay, so they're saying what it's called. Banh mi. Yeah, okay, banh mi. I was like, oh, it's like a banh mi sando, but no, banh mi. They're talking about the name of the place. Gotcha. Okay. ベトナムのサンドイッチを売ってます。They sell Vietnamese sandwiches. ベトナムでは有名な食べ物らしいです。So it is famous Vietnamese food, right? So if we go over this, a new Vietnamese shop, the name of the shop is Banh Mi, which means Vietnamese bread. They sell Vietnamese sandwich. I heard that it is famous in Vietnam. Yeah. Uh-huh. So, これが this ベトナムのサンドイッチです。This is a Vietnamese sandwich. Yep, there they are. They kind of just look like sandwiches currently. But ちょっと硬いパンにいろいろ various な具が入ってます or 入ってます。Okay, 入ってます。Okay, 入ってます。So, what is this? Gu is ingredients. Oh, okay. ちょっと硬いパン. So, a little hard breadに So, 硬い, hard. Opposite of soft. Thank you. にいろいろな various 具 ingredients. Okay. Gu. Tool means ingredients. I knew the tool part of it. I didn't know ingredients. Well, I knew the tool part of this kanji. Okay. Tool ingredients. Counter for sets of armors. Okay. And then haitemasu are inside, like to be placed and contained inside. So, ちょっと硬いパンにいろいろな具が That just sounds fun to my English ears. 具が入ってます。一つ sorry, right? 一つ Yeah, 一つでお腹がいっぱいになりそうです。So it seems that your stomach will become full from one. Yeah, they seem pretty big. I agree with that sentiment there. Recommended. Yum yum. Banh mi thap cam. Combo nam bobon. I don't know anything about Vietnamese food other than like I've tried like a couple of banh mi, but they were just kind of like sandwiches. So, huh. Okay. So, uh, this is shop and this is like member. So, 10 by itself, this is mise, right? But when it's together with something, it's 10. And this is in, so tenin. So this is just like an employee at the shop. They're saying clerk, store staff. Ni, osusume no, osusume. That is recommendation. No, uh, pan wa dore desu ka? To, to, and then we over, excuse me. And then over here we have de mimashita. So this is a quote. So they kite is to listen, and then plus miru. Use it when a person tries something a little to see if she likes it. So they're saying here that they asked what their recommendation was. Let's kind of grab all of this and throw it into DePaul here real quick. Ooh, ouch. I asked the clerk, which bread do you recommend? Osusume no pan wa. Pan, bread. So osusume is the recommendation. Then we have dore, which is like which. Yeah, which. Wait, dore, which of three or more? Okay. Well, now, come on. Dore? Really? Desu ka? So, which is your recommendation of bread, right? Okay. So, osusume wa banh mi. Okay. Tapu? What? Tapu.
タップ、
Okay. Tapu kamu. Tapu kamu. Banh mi tapu kamu. I don't know what that is. Banh mi tapu kamu? Here, you know what? Let's try this. I like how that comes up because it's like the only time you see it. There it is again. There it is again. There it is again. Okay. Well, here, let's throw it into here. I was hoping for banh mi tak kamu. Kamu. So this must be a type of bread. Is what I'm getting. なんだそうです。肉や野菜がいろいろ入っててサンドイッチです。Okay, so meat and vegetables of various things were put inside the sandwich. If we do this, I ask the staff, what do you recommend? What do you recommend? Nope. This is what bread do you recommend? They told me banh mi popcorn. It has many ingredients such as meat and vegetables. Yup. Okay. 私はおすすめのサンドイッチとベトナムのお茶にしました。So they recommend a sandwich and Vietnamese tea. Okay. But ここで here 食べてもいいですか? It's okay. It's even fine to eat here. So we had this the other day, and this is the first time we've seen it in the wild since then. I've seen it on our Anki practices, but koko de is saying here. We have de, which indicates either a location or how something's happening. So densha de itemasu. I'm going via train, right? 食べてもいいです。So, もいい is it's good even to do something. So, 食べてもいい, it's even good to eat. And we have で koko there. So, ここで食べてもいいですか? So, it's even okay to eat here. 私は家に待って帰ることにしました. So, as for them, as for me, is what they're saying. 私は家に house 持って帰る。持って帰る。持って carry 帰る return. So they did takeout, essentially. 持って帰ることにしました. So they did takeout to their house. 家に帰ってから so after they got home 早速食べてみました. Sasoku is like immediately, right? Yeah, immediately wanted to try eating it because they got mimashita. So miru after the te form of verb is like to try something. Okay, so over here, oishiso. Oishiso. It looks delicious. Desu ne. So doesn't it look delicious? It looks delicious, right? You know, that type of feeling. So they're saying, after I arrived at home, I immediately tried it. I love how they drop words from their own translation. Here's that Vietnam no ocha right here. Vietnam no ocha hasu cha. Hasu cha. I believe you. Hasu cha? Hasu cha. Okay. Oh, right there. I see it. Hasu-cha. Down at the bottom. Hasu-cha mo, sappari shite ite oishikatta desu. Okay. Also, the Vietnamese tea, hasu-cha, which I guess that's hasu. Sappari. Sappari. They're saying fresh. Sure. It can be a mimetic for feeling refreshed, neat, tidy, clean, frank, open-hearted, plain, simple, light, completely, entirely. Like, it can mean a lot. Here they're using it as fresh. So it was fresh and it was delicious. Sure. Let's see. The Vietnamese lotus tea was also fresh and delicious. Yeah, okay. Well, that was a fun little article there. We got through a few different things today. Awesome. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully you got either some good review out of it, or maybe even some new words yourself. I'm definitely enjoying having these articles integrated into stuff because sometimes I'm forced to remember kanji, unlike on NHK Newsweb Easy. Anyways, hopefully you got something out of that. Either way, いつもありがとうございます. As always, thank you so much. Good luck with your studies. I hope to see you again tomorrow for another daily Japanese study video. I'll see you then. Bye.